Hello everyone, Dr. Mark here with you again today, and I wanted to talk to you again about how to make your dog happy. The majority of our dogs are not getting much activity, and even when it is happening, it is often not enough. What you can do is provide your dog with enrichment activities to stimulate him both mentally and physically. Some of the activities include improving the dog's social life, their diet, and of course, their physical life through walking, games, and obedience training. Any of these activities will improve the bond between you and your dog, so I have included the 10 best that are proven to work. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, and if you want to learn more about your dog, subscribe to this channel. YouTube will let you know 2 or 3 times a week when I publish something new that might interest you, and you can also go back and see the articles I have already published on dry dog food and other nutritional concerns, health problems we see and things you can do at home, and of course there are a lot of videos on choosing the best dog for your family. The number 1 activity can encompass a lot since it is just spending more time with your dog. This should be obvious, but now there are so many videos of dogs watching dog TV or playing with robotic ball-throwing toys, it is often overlooked. Dogs do not want to spend their day all alone when their family is at work or school, and then be alone at home while the family is out at the movies or a restaurant. When male and female dogs look into your eyes and are able to spend more time with their families, they release oxytocin, a nurturing hormone. Dogs that have more of this hormone will care more about their family and want to spend even more time together. All of the other activities on this list are going to encourage you to spend more time with your dog. The second activity that makes dogs happy is walking. Many of the chronic diseases our dogs suffer from as they get older are probably aggravated by a lack of mobility. We can delay those elderly changes by walking our dogs every day. Many dog owners do not recognize how important this is, so if you can take your dog out at least 2 or 3 times a day, that is a great start. I try to take my dog on a longer smell walk at least once a day. Dogs that go out to walk every day are going to be healthier, have improved cognition, and are less likely to develop dementia. The third is something a lot of behaviorists have told people not to do over the years, and that is playing tug of war. If you are not able to take your dog for a walk, perhaps because of rain, an injury, etc., there are other activities that you can do at home. One of those that has been studied and shown to improve both physical and social scores is tug of war. It is not going to make your dog more aggressive, and has been shown to increase trust between dogs and their owners, but if you prefer an alternative exercise, you can throw a ball, not a ball machine, which most dogs grow bored of, set up an agility course in your hallway, or wrestle and play with your dog at home. The fourth activity is not for everyone, and that is going to the dog park. One activity that combines both physical and behavioral benefits is the dog park. Studies have shown that dogs that spend at least 15 minutes a day in play with another dog have improved sociability and are both calmer and easier to train. Although the most oxytocin is released when dogs are stimulated by being with their family, the second best stimulant we know of is a second dog. Since many people do not have more than one dog, allowing a visit to the dog park will allow your dog to play with another animal. Most of you have seen videos of dogs fighting at the dog park, and this is a real possibility, so some people should definitely avoid this activity. The fifth is something all dogs need, and that is training. Training will allow your dog to become a more valued member of your family, and your dog will end up responding all the better for it. The most important part of training is going to be spending time with you, so I do not recommend training away from the family except in unusual cases. Training can be done at home, but there are also inexpensive classes at some city park departments and many pet superstores. The sixth activity to keep your dog happy is massaging and grooming. Since one of the most important parts of your dog's life is the time that he spends with you, spending a little time each day on massage and grooming is extremely important. Besides the social benefit, the grooming and massage session will give you a chance to notice any changes in your dog's health. Number 7 is hiking. This activity is not suitable for all dogs, but if you have a pet that is still young and healthy enough to enjoy it, hiking is an amazing activity. Your dog is able to get the exercise he needs and is able to get the social stimulation all dogs benefit from. Another great part about hiking with your dog is that they are able to enjoy the new smells on a walk, so they will have cognitive stimulation. How much time a dog wants to sniff varies based on the breed, but all dogs want to have some ability to investigate their environment. Number 8 is going on car rides. If your dog is not able to take hikes or long walks, you can do a lot for their mental health by taking them for a car ride. If you do stop for a pup cup or give your dog a treat during the ride, remember the calories. As dogs get older, they have a lower basal metabolic rate and will burn fewer calories. You will need to figure in the calories of those treats if your dog is not exercising more. A car ride is not a substitute for a hike, so if your dog is still physically able to hike, please make the time for that activity. The 9th activity that makes dogs happy is playing with toys. I hesitate to suggest toys because I have seen many cases where people buy toys and end up leaving the dog alone. It is an acceptable option if you absolutely cannot spend time with your dog, however, and some of the toys can also improve cognitive abilities. Toys that distribute ultra-processed food are the most common option, but hopefully, in the future, other toys will become available. The best option is definitely the chew toys that can be filled with peanut butter and frozen. They can be given when leaving the house, and since many dogs will chew on them for an hour or so after you have left, your dog might just sleep the rest of the time they have to be alone. Number 10 is something a lot of people do not do out of convenience, and that is providing the right food, since eating whole food like meat and fruit makes dogs happy. Dry dog food is convenient, but the only reason dogs eat it is because it is sprayed with chemicals to provide flavor. Whole foods are what make dogs happy. Obesity is a serious issue in most countries now, and the health effects on most dogs are terrible. Although I certainly do not want to encourage you to give your dogs additional treats, what you can do to improve your dog's health and behavior is change the diet. No, I am not talking about just another brand of dry dog food, since they are all similar. One brand of instant noodles may be better than another, but if you choose to give dry food, it is similar to choosing to give your child ramen for every meal. A balanced, whole food diet based on meat is the best food for your dog. If you do not have the time to make up a whole food homemade diet, you can purchase minimally processed foods that do not contain all of the cheap carbohydrate fillers that all dry dog foods contain, or at least add at least 20% of toppers like whole eggs, sardines, chicken feet, and other sources to provide a healthier meal. Instead of giving excessive calories with ultra-processed treats, you can also give fresh blueberries, apple slices, watermelon, and other fruits. Thanks for watching. If you have any tips on what you do to make your dog happy, we would appreciate hearing them. The 10 on this list are all proven by research, but there are lots of things I did not mention. If you enjoyed this video and learned something that might help your relationship with your dog, please give it a like and subscribe. Do you have any health questions about your dog? You can send questions to my Ask a Vet column at pethelpful.com. There is no charge for asking a question, but I do ask you to let me know your dog's sex, age, breed, and the results of any lab testing you have already had done. If you can include a picture, it helps too, since I want to give you as complete an answer as possible. If YouTube stats are correct, you have almost all left the page by this point, but if not, I just wanted to suggest you go back and look at some of my older videos. You can also read my articles on dogs at paradepets.com, pethelpful.com, and yourpetsathome.com. All our dogs are individuals, but we can generalize about a lot of things, so you may find something to help you both.